The second half kickoff, I had to put my jacket on. I already had my sweater on, but it's getting a little chilly up the holler here at Daniel Field here at Ashland High School. Getting a little chilly. And the good part is I could almost broadcast from my truck. It's parked right here to my left because I'm sitting in the stands tonight. And I could almost duck inside my truck and broadcast. I'd have to look through the screen, but might be able to do it. I want to say hello to my dear friend Brian Milam, WKYT sports guy, a sports anchor, director, whatever Brian is. Great guy. A heck of a great reporter on television and radio, for that matter. And he sent his cameraman down here from WIMT to film the game. So if you're listening at home, which I'm sure you have, or you have access to a television, watch WKYT tonight because they'll have some highlights, all right? Ashland going left to right tonight with white jerseys and headgears and maroon pants. Jennings and Clutter standing at the 15 awaiting the kick from Ambergy. He's got to go ahead, and it's a onside kick. The Tomcats will fall on it. Luckett will get it at the 46. Great job by Isaiah Luckett. Fell on it right at the 46, and the Cats have got great field position. The Tomcats will start 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cats. Tie game at 7-7. Let's see if we can get the offense cranked up. It looked like it was going to be an offensive track meet, and then it turned into a defensive struggle. Not like last week, which was no defense and all offense. All right, Atkins and Jordan to the left, Houston to the right. Strader in the shotgun. Jennings is the man in the backfield. Marucci's going to snap it, give it to Jennings, bounces outside the 50, 45. Flag on the play. They'll bring it back as he takes it down to the Hazard 40. We got a flag back at the Ashland 45 on a hold. Yeah, doggone it. Nice run by Braxton Jennings, our biggest rushing game of the attempt of the night. And he picked up about 15, 16, but they'll bring it back, and we'll do first down all over again. Just 9 seconds into the third quarter. It'll be first down to about 20, and they'll take the football, back at about the 36, 35-yard line. Second penalty of the night against the Tomcats. And 1st and 20 for the Cats at their own 35-yard line. Hazard in a three-man front. Strader to the sideline gets a play as Jordan will come out for the Cats. And they'll put in Nate Freeze at the tire. No, I'm sorry, Austin Nichols. Freeze is already in the game. Strader in the shotgun. Again, it's Jennings in the backfield with him. Nichols, the H-back, going to give it to Jennings. He's going to cut it outside, and he's not going to get much. Few yards, flings it across the 35 up near the 37, 38-yard line as the hole collapses for Braxton. Need to block out there on the far side and didn't get it as he picks up 3. It'll be second down and about 17 for the Cats at their own 38. Play just underway here in the third. It's Ashland 7, Hazard 7. Strader again returns to the huddle after getting the play call from the far sideline, this one-sided stadium. Houston goes to the left with Jordan. Adkins to the near side with Freeze in the slot. Strader in the shotgun. He's got Braxton Jennings back there with him. Strader to throw. Here comes the pressure. He's going to throw it over in the flat to Jordan. Overthrows him incomplete. Jordan had a step on his receiver or defender, but couldn't come up with a catch. And it's third down for the Cats. We've been pretty successful on third down conversions tonight, 5 of 7. But we got a third and long here, a third and about 17 at our own 38-yard line with the clock stopped at 11:03 of the third. Strader again to the sideline, gets a play call from Coach Tackett and heads back out, and Coach Dowdy upstairs. I guess he's upstairs. I didn't see him tonight. I don't know where he would be. He's somewhere here. Houston goes to the left. Jordan and Adkins to the right. Jennings in the shotgun formation with Strader. Strader looks to the sideline, and he's going to call an audible and a timeout on the field. Ashland will burn a timeout here as they're a little confused out there. It'll be Ashland's first time out of the game. It stops the clock with 11:03 to go, and it's 3rd and 17 for the Tomcats at their own 38-yard line. Tomcat football brought to you in part by Annie Sloan Realtor. Ashland Credit Union earned money for the Ashland schools with the ACU Tomcat Visa credit card. Ashland Credit Union goes big for the Tomcats. Premier Physical and Occupational Therapy, we get results. Dr. Matthew Lewis and Lewis Family Care. For all your family's medical needs, we're here for you. Premier Physical and Occupational Therapy, we get results. And by King's Daughters Medical Center, excellent care for your family, the right place at the right time. Don't forget, we finally get back home from these two little lengthy road trips we've had. Last week at Jessamine, this week at Hazard. Next Saturday afternoon, 5 o'clock kickoff for Ashland and E-Town. Ashland's got a little two-game winning streak going against the Panthers. Beat them in the state championship in 2020 at Commonwealth Stadium, and then last year down at E-Town came from 3 touchdowns back to win it. All right, 3rd and long. We got 2 wideouts right and 1 to the left. Strader in the shotgun. Jennings on his left. Tight end is Freeze on the right. Hazard dropping 8. Strader's got all day. Throws it downfield to Houston, and it's knocked away beautifully back there by Pelfrey out of the hands of Houston. Houston had a beat on it, but Pelfrey comes over and knocks it away, and they'll bring up 4th down. The Tomcats will be forced to punt for the 3rd time tonight. So the Cats go 3 and out. Houston's last punt went only 17 yards, so it'll be 4th and 17 for Ashland at their 38. Back in single safety for Hazard is Johnson, standing back at his 30. That's hopefully Brandon can get a bomb off of here. Flip the field anyway. Good snap, nobody coming. Here's Houston's kick, and it is a bomb. A high spiral, hits at the 30. Takes a big hop inside the 25, now goes laterally, and will go dead about the 23-yard line. 39-yarder there by Houston, and Hazard will take over. Not bad field position. They'll start at their own 23 in a tie game at 7 with 10:43 left to go here in the 3rd. Pelfrey will be your quarterback. The wideouts usually are White, Patrick, Smith, and Mark Patrick. Max is your quarterback. Hank Pelfrey, I'm sorry. And Max is your quarterback, the sophomore. Running back will be Johnson. Pelfrey into the huddle. Play clock already down to 15. They better hurry, and here they come. To the near side comes Smith. 2 wideouts up on top. Johnson in the backfield with Pelfrey in the shotgun. On 1st and 10 at their 23. Awaits a snap. He'll take it, throw it out in the flat. He's got his man Pelfrey across the 30, 35. And they sling him down. That's Cam Davis up near the 38, 39, but a nice gainer from Pelfrey to Pelfrey. Taken from the 23, and they'll spot it up at the 39, a gain of 16, and Bulldog first down, their 7th of the night. 1st and 10 for Hazard up at their 39. Pelfrey again returns to the huddle. Clock is running at 10:20 of the 3rd. Smith to the near side along with White and Patrick. And up on top you've got Hank Patrick. Max Pelfrey is the quarterback with Johnson in the backfield. Ashland in a 4-man front. Give it to Johnson, trying to bounce it up outside. Nothing there. Good job of the Tomcat interior wall just to stop him. In there is Jared Brown for the Tomcats and Isaiah Ingram. There's Johnson. I don't know. He got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll call it no gain. 2nd and 10 for Hazard at their own 39-yard line. Football in the middle of the field. Tie game at 7. Both teams scored on their very first possessions, and that was it. Nothing after that. Pelfrey returns to the huddle as the play clock ticks down inside 15 seconds. To the near side comes Pelfrey and Smith. Up on top, you've got White and Patrick. Here's Pelfrey in the shotgun. Here comes the screen. No, he's going for all of it down the middle of the field. Knocked away by Cam Davis and incomplete at the 30. Great job by Davis. He caught up with Pelfrey, who was going long down the middle of the field, and just a great job by the freshman Cam Davis to knock that one away. Nice job, Cam. 3rd down and 10 for Pelfrey. For Hazard. Yeah, Pelfrey is a quarterback, and I'm thinking of Pelfrey, and get mixed up. 1 for 4 is Hazard in 3rd down conversions. 3rd and 10 at their own 38. To the near side, 3 wideouts. You've got Patrick and Pelfrey and Smith. To the far side, White. Pelfrey in the shotgun on 3rd and long. Tomcat defense got to meet the challenge. Here comes a blitz. They throw it out in the flat, and it's incomplete, intended for Johnson. Jaron Brown was all over him anyway. he wouldn't have got far. It's incomplete, and Hazard will go 3 and out. And the Bulldogs will be forced to punt that bad boy away. So Ashland will take over, 1st and 10, hopefully with good field position. Terrell Jordan will go back for the Cats rather than Braxton Jennings, as Johnson is their kicker. He's punted twice tonight. Of 32 and 56. So Terrell Jordan will go back in single safety, standing at his 30. Now he's going to back up a little bit. Johnson awaits a snap, takes a few steps to his right. We got a flag on the play, and what's going on? I don't know. Guy on the far side. Don't know what. I don't really see a flag over there. Yeah, I do. There it is. False start against Hazard. That'll be a legal procedure. Their second penalty of the night. And that'll be 3rd and 15 and take it back to the 33-yard line. 4th and 15 for Hazard at their 33, and Johnson again will try and punt it. Jordan will standing at his own 30. Wouldn't it be nice if we could get a nice punt return for a... Oh, it's over his head. He goes back to get it, kicks the ball straight up the field. It'll hit at the 40. It'll go sideways and head toward the near sideline and roll up to the 37. Ashland will get good field position. It went high above his head. Johnson knocked it down, caught it, and punted it. And only a 30-yard punt, and the Tomcats get good field position. The Cats will start 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. See if we can get this offense rolling like we did last week. That'd be nice. All right, we got Asher Adkins to the left and Brandon Houston to the near side. The short side of the field, Austin Nichols lines up in the H-back. Jennings is the running back. Nichols in motion. Here's Strader, going to keep it. He's going to turn it upfield. He's going to break one tackle, not get much. Man, he barely got back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Cats now at their own 37-yard line. We're at 8:40 of the third. 7-7 lockup right here. Nichols will go out. Jordan will come back in at a wide out for the Tomcats. Trying to get this offense moving. And we've got to give Hazard credit. They're playing pretty doggone good defense, if you ask me. Football in the middle of the field. Strader breaks huddle at 15 seconds on the play clock. Houston and Jordan go left to the near side, Asher Adkins. Nate Freeze is your tight end on the right. Jennings in the backfield with Strader on 2nd and 10. Going to give it to Braxton. Up the gut he goes. He's got 5 up near the 40. They spin him backwards, but I think they'll give him his forward progress. Maybe only 3 or 4 up near the 40-yard line, depending on the spot of the football. Third down to about 6. We'll give Braxton 4 on that one. And the Cats, who started out well on third down conversions, have missed their last 3. They're now 5 of 8 in third down conversions. Be nice to convert this one, keep this chains moving, and keep the clock a-rolling. 2 wideouts left, one to the right, Strader to throw. Here comes the blitz. He's got his man out in the flat. Great catch by Adkins up at the 48-yard. Houston up at the 48-yard line for the first down. Brandon Houston with a great catch. He came back to get one, and they pick up 9 and a Tomcat first down. As Ashland converts on third down, their 9th first down of the night. 1st and 10 for the Cats now. They'll spot it up at their 48-yard line. Great comeback catch by Brandon Houston. Football at the far hash mark as Asher Adkins will go to the left. Houston and Jordan to the near side. Strader in the shotgun with Braxton Jennings. Nate Freezer tied in on the left. Good snap from Marucci. Jennings straight up the gut. Didn't get much, maybe a yard or 2. Across the 50, maybe the 49-yard line goes Braxton. Haven't been able to run outside much tonight. Been trying, basically, they're keeping it between the tackles. And we'll give him 2 at the 50-yard line. 2nd and 8 for the Cats now at the 50-yard line. 6:34 left to go here in the third. 7-7. Left side Houston, right side Adkins. Strader in the shotgun. Nichols is your H-back. In the backfield, Jennings. Nichols in motion. They're going to give it to Jennings. Counter play. He's going to bounce it outside, and he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Barely got back. Third down for the Cats. 6 of 9 in third down conversions tonight. They got a 3rd down and 8 at the 50 with 6 minutes left to go here in the third. It's Ashland and Hazard at 7-7. Out goes Nichols. Back in comes Jordan. Tomcat offense can't do a lot in that between the tackles. Got to give Hazard's 3 men up front, and they're big uns. A lot of credit. Tomcat offensive line can't move them. Wide to left, Houston and Jordan to the near side, Adkins. It's Jennings in the backfield with Strader in the shotgun. Freeze is your tight end on the right. Here's Strader to throw. He's got all day. He's going down the middle of the field, intended and knocked down and away, intended for Jordan down near the 10, incomplete. Good pass coverage back there by Patrick of Hazard. Good job by Patrick. Pass is just a tad bit of underthrown, but Patrick's defense is what knocked that one away. 4th down and 8 for the Cats at the 50. And a punting situation again. Houston will boot this one away. Should be able to back Hazard up with 5:26 to go in the third. Johnson will stand in his own 15-yard line. Good snap by Gardner. Houston gets it high end over end. Johnson's going to field it at his 9, runs right, comes back to his left. Tomcats had him hemmed in. Now he gets loose and brings it across the 15 to the 17. Good tackle over there by the Tomcats. Good job by the Tomcats, DJ Shelton. And that'll put Hazard inside their own 20 at about the 17-yard line is where the Bulldogs will start. 1st and 10. Defensive struggle since the first 2 series. Nobody has scored since the 7.5-minute mark of the first quarter. Offense has been able to move the ball fairly well for both teams, but can't get it in the end zone. 3 wideouts to the right and 1 to the left for Hazard and Max Pelfrey. He's got Johnson in the backfield as he starts 1st and 10 at his own 18-yard line. Tomcats in a 3-man front. Going to give it to Johnson. He's going to go outside. They cut him back in, and he cuts it back in to 25-30. Up near the 32, 33-yard line, a great young run by Johnson. He got him out of a hole there, and Hazard picks up their 8th first down of the night. That'll take it from the 18 and spot the 32 and a gain of 15. That's their biggest rushing play of the night. 1st and 10 for Hazard at their own 32-yard line as we ticked inside the 5-minute mark of the third. Football in the middle of the field. Again, 2 wideouts on the near side, Pelfrey and Smith. And it'll be Patrick and White to the right. Pelfrey, Max, the sophomore, in the shotgun, looking to throw out in the flat. He's going to throw it across the middle. He's got his man. Now he bobbles it. He's got it, and he's going to kick it at the 45. Great catch by Smith up at the 45. He caught it, fumbled it, and bobbled it around. He picks up another Hazard first down. That's their night. They take it from the 38 up near the 46-yard line. Pelfrey's now thrown for 119 yards. 1st and 10, Hazard at their 45 at the 4.5-minute mark. 3 wideouts right, 1 to the left, and here comes Pelfrey. Nope, he's going to keep it himself, and the Tomcats' Tate Thomas meets him at the line of scrimmage, and with help from Billups and Shelton and Edens, they knock him down right at about a yard gain. Great job by Tate Thomas to knock him down and get some help. 2nd and 9 for Pelfrey and the Hazard Bulldogs at their own 48-yard line. Again, 3 wideouts to the right, the wide side. Smith comes to the near side. Pelfrey in the shotgun formation with Johnson back there with him. Johnson in motion. They're going to throw it out in the flat, and that pass is thrown in the dirt, incomplete. That's almost a fumble. That was almost a lateral. It goes out of bounds anyway. Tomcats had that one very well covered. 3rd down for Hazard. They're only 1 of 5 in 3rd down conversions tonight. They've got a 3rd and 9. And do we have a flag? Nope. I think the officials are talking over maybe like it was a lateral, but it wasn't. And be 3rd down and 9 for Hazard at their own 48-yard line. Big down for the Tomcat defense. Let's see if they can answer the bell right here. Pelfrey got the play from head coach Howard and heads it back out. 3rd and 9 for Hazard at their own 48. Again, 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, and that's Smith. It'll be Pelfrey in the shotgun. Johnson's back there with him. Awaits the snap. He'll take it. Look out in the flat to the near side to Johnson. He's going to go long to Johnson. Johnson is knocked around, and we're going to have another Tomcat flag. Tay Thomas. You got to turn your head. He didn't turn his head, and that was a good call. Tay Thomas ran right up into the intended receiver, Johnson. And the defender has got to learn to turn your head and look for the football. If you turn your head and look for the football, they're not going to call pass interference. But they did, and that was a good call. I'll give the official credit there. I don't do that very often, but I did. Hazard will convert on 3rd down. They'll pick up their 10th first down, their second via penalty. And the football moves to the Tomcat 37 in a 7-7 lockup. 3:35 left to go here in the 3rd. Pelfrey runs the play out. Tomcat defense got to rise to the occasion. Got to turn around, fellas, and look for the football. 3 wide outs to the right and 1 to the left. Max Pelfrey in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll give it to Johnson. He'll try and turn it up outside. The Cats have got him hemmed in. He's going to turn it down inside the 35, down near the 32, maybe the 31 goes Johnson. He's got great speed. And I thought he said flag on the play, but apparently not. I do see one. Flag over there on the far side, the 33, holding against Hazard is a call, so that'll nullify the run of about 6 yards for Johnson. Hazard gets called for their 3rd penalty of the night. The hold appeared to be at about the 35, so that'll take it out across the 40, up near the 43. 43 is where they'll spot it down. First down about 15. First and 15 for Hazard at the Ashland 43 with the clock moving at 3:20 of the 3rd. 7-7 is our score. Smith will come to the near side along with Pelfrey and White. And Patrick goes up on top. Pelfrey in the shotgun. Looks out in the flat. Now he's going to throw it to the near sideline. Nearly picked up by Vaughn. Incomplete. Wrong route ran by the receiver over there. And Vaughn was the closest man and made a dive for it, but couldn't come up with it. It'll be 2nd and 15 for Hazard at the Ashland 43, with the clock stopped at 3:07 of the 3rd. Pelfrey standing here on the near sideline with Coach Howard. Play clock down to 20 seconds. Still standing here, and now runs it in. Down to 15 seconds as he reaches the huddle. Play clock down inside 10. 1 wide out to the right, 3 to the left. Play clock down to 5 at 4. Pelfrey brings him out at 2 at 1, and he'll get it off. Looks out in the flat to Johnson. They've got him hemmed in, and he'll go down back at the 47-yard line. Cats all over him. Brown is there for the Tomcats. I think Himes is in there, and Tay Thomas. Pass complete to Johnson, but that loses yardage of about 4 yards. It'll take it back out to the 46. And now it's 3rd down for Hazard. 2 of 6 in 3rd down conversions tonight. They have a 3rd down. They got to go to the Tomcat 27 thereabouts. It's at the 46, about 20 to go. 3 wide outs right, 1 to the left for Pelfrey in the shotgun. He takes a snap. Here comes a rush. He's going for all of it down the middle of the field. His pass is knocked away beautifully by Cam Davis, intended for Pelfrey, the big brother, incomplete. Good job by Cam Davis. He's had a hell of a football game, I'm telling you. 4th down for Hazard. They have it at the Ashland 46. Will they go for it or will they punt it away with 2:17 to go in the 3rd? Well, I don't know. Coach is looking things over. Looking for a football is what the officials are looking for. Here we go. And Hazard's going to go for it. They've gone once for it on 4th down and didn't convert, so they have a 4th down and 18, maybe 19 at the Ashland 46. In the shotgun is, they go to the Wildcat. Johnson is going to take the snap. It will be a quick kick. Yep, that's what they're doing. Kicks it straight up in the air. It'll hit at the Tomcat 20, down to the 15 to the 10, roll down inside the 8 to the 7 to the 5, and go dead at about the 5-yard line. So the Cats are really backed up. Great job by Johnson on the quick kick. And Ashland will take over 1st and 10 at about their own 4. Game tied at 7 with 1:58 to go in the third. We got a lot of real estate in front of us as the football is placed at the 4-yard line. Well, we've gone 96 yards before. Not tonight, but let's do it tonight. Why not? Adkins to the near side with Jordan, and Brown is in at a wide out. Wide left goes Houston. Strader in the shotgun. He's standing at the goal line. 1st and 10, his own 4. Strader's going to look out in the flats. Got Jordan across the 10, up near the 12, maybe the 13-yard line. A little pass out in the flat from Strader to Jordan. Gets him out of a little bit of a hole, a little bit of breathing room. They'll take it from the 4 up to the 13, and a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Cats. Strader's thrown for 85 yards. The clock ticks down to 90 seconds to go in the third. 2nd and 1 for the Cats at their 13. Adkins and Brown to the near side. Jordan and Houston go to the left. Strader's in the shotgun with Jennings to his left. Strader takes it, gives to Braxton. He breaks one tackle. 1st down across the 14-15. Up near the 16-yard line comes Braxton Jennings and the Tomcat 1st down. I believe that's Ashland's 2nd 1st down of the half, and it is. They haven't been able to move the ball very much. He picks up 4. Only got 13 rushing yards in this half. Down to 1:10 to go. 1st and 10, Ashland up at their own 16-yard line. To the near side, Houston. To the left, you got Brown, Jordan, and Adkins. Strader in the shotgun with Jennings back there with him. Hazard in a 3-man front. Here's Strader out in the flat. Got Jordan. He's across the 20, up near the 21-yard line, maybe the 22. This little pass out in the flat, little quick pass. So picks up about 5, and we'll tick inside 45 seconds. Second and 5 for the Cats now, up at their own 22-yard line, I should say, as we go inside 30 seconds to go. Maybe one play left in this period. Football to far hash mark. Houston and Jordan to the left. And Adkins and Brown to the right. Strader in the shotgun. Braxton Jennings back there with him. Braxton's going to get the call. Bounces outside. Breaks a tackle or 2. Gets up near the 25. Short of the 1st down. And that should end the third quarter. Braxton Jennings picks up but maybe 3 or 4 and bring up 3rd and short for the Cats. Nope, 1st down. Good spot by the official. We'll take it. And that will end the third quarter. We got a real good spot out of that. We probably deserved a break, okay? We're at the end of 3. It's still Ashland 7 and Hazard 7. We'll be back in a moment here on B97.
Discover Ozempic semaglutide injection 0.5 milligrams and why millions have been prescribed it. Click the on-screen banner for the medication guide. Visit Ozempic.com or call 1-833-OZEMPIC to learn more about Ozempic. Ask your healthcare provider about Ozempic today.
Progressive presents Don't Do It Yourself.
Okay, fixing a water heater. Easy peasy.
Oh, yeah? So you know how to secure the skiff joint?
Yeah.
Detach the steam pump?
Takes 2 seconds.
And fasten the double to the pressure tube?
Yeah, my dad taught me how to do that.
Oh, that's interesting, because I made all those things up. Look, we should just bundle our home and auto with Progressive. We could save big, then pay someone to do it for us.
That's cool. This double's the wrong size anyway.
Save when bundling home and auto with Progressive and use the money to, not do it yourself. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Politician Sherry Beasley admits that Washington has made things worse.
I know how Washington has failed families here in North Carolina.
But it's Sherry Beasley who's failed us by backing Washington's liberal schemes. Beasley supported Biden's tax hikes on almost every income group, even families making less than $10,000. Beasley backed higher taxes that'll make middle-class families pay more. Beasley's also cashing in from Washington's special interests, claiming she wouldn't take corporate PAC money, while raking in over $1 million from PACs, lawyers, and lobbyists. Sherry Beasley is bankrolled by Washington insiders because they know she backs Washington's liberal taxing and spending, costing working families when they can least afford it. We have to stop phony, greedy politician Sherry Beasley. Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
7, Hazard 7. Ashland has it 1st and 10 at their own 26. They started back at their own 4. So they've gotten it out of the shadow of their goal post. Got a little room to work with now. Let's see if we can get this Tomcat offense cranked up and take it the rest of the way. About 75 yards or 76 or so, huh? Houston to the near side. Jordan and Adkins go up on top with Brown. Braxton Jennings in the backfield with Strader in the shotgun formation. Marucci out over the football. Hazard nearly jumped. Strader's going to look to throw. Now he's going to step up, run it, and he's got some room. He's breaking tackles up near the 28, 29-yard line. Comes LeBryant Strader. Turns a negative into a positive. Get it up to the 29-yard line and a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 for Ashland now. Up at their own 29-yard line with the fourth quarter underway. Both teams scored on their very first series, and that's been it, sports fans. Wide right goes Adkins, Jordan, and Brown. To the near side is Houston. Nobody's guarding him. Here comes Strader. He's looking. He's going to give it to Jennings. There he goes, 30-35. Breaking tackles up near the 40 comes Jennings, and the Tomcat first down. Nice quick hitter by the Tomcats, and another first down. Their 13th of the night. And a gain of about 10, and the Tomcat first down. 1st and 10. Up at the 38-yard line with the clock rolling and 11 minutes to go in the football game. Wide right goes Brown and Adkins to the near side, Jordan and Houston. Again, Strader in the shotgun, Braxton Jennings. Houston or Hazard in a 3-man front again, dropping 8. Here's Strader to throw, out in the flats, got Brown across the 40. Breaking tackles, big hit, 45, up near midfield. Great run by Jared Brown. He just ran over the would-be tacklers. Good job by Jared Brown, the Tomcat first down. That'll take it up for a gain of about 12. Good run by Brown. The Cats are really out of a hole now. Moving the football, that's what we like to see. 1st and 10 for the Cats now, up at the 49-yard line with 10.5 to play. Jordan to the near side with Adkins, one wide out right, that's Houston. And here's the give to Braxton. He's going to bounce it outside, and they got him by the face mask. Come on, call that. He got a yard, and there they finally call it. Oh, we got a late hit. We got a personal foul against Ashland. But they horse-collared Braxton Jennings. That should be a penalty. And then they're going to get Marucci downfield for a late hit. Gain of 1 up to the 50. And they should have had a horse collar here on Braxton Jennings or a face mask, either one. They spun him around by his headgear, and they got nothing. Officials are talking it over at midfield, and they're going to call the personal foul against Hazard. I beg your pardon. It's not going against the Tomcats. So the gain will count of about 6. Then they'll mark off 15 from the point of infraction, which was a 44, and that'll take it way down the field. We'll take that any day of the week. We got a break, I think. Tomcat first down, number 14. 1st and 10, they take the football. Personal foul against Hazard. Their 4th penalty of the night will take it down inside the 40 to the 35. Started back at our own 4-yard line, and now we're at the Hazard 35 and moving with 10:15 to go in the football game, and it's all tied at 7. Strader breaks huddle. He'll send Houston up on top, and Adkins and Clutters to the left. Jordan will now go in the slot on the right, and Braxton Jennings will be the running back for Strader, who will get the call. Braxton will bounce it outside, and he'll get 5 more down to the Hazard 30. 2nd and 5 for the Tomcats at the Hazard 30. Well, he spots the 31. On a gain of 4, it'll be Strader going to the sideline, got the play, and heads back out. Getting cooler here in the old holler at Hazard. Houston to the left, the short side. Trip wideouts up on top. Clutters, Jordan, and Adkins. Strader in the shotgun with Braxton Jennings back there with him. 2nd and 6. Braxton straight up the gut. Now cuts to his right, breaking tackles inside the 30 to the 27, short of the first down, and it'll bring up 3rd and short. Third and short for the Cats as Jennings will take it down to the 27-yard line, 3rd down and 2. Ashland 6 of 10 in 3rd down conversions tonight. Wide right goes Adkins, Jordan, and Clutters. To the near side is Houston. Strader in the shotgun. We're in 4-down territory at the hazard, and Strader's going to keep it. Bounces off tackler, still pounding, and he'll get it down near the 1st down marker at the 25. He is a load. Let me tell you, he's a load. He ain't going down on the first hit. You're going to take 3 or 4 of them to bring him down. Strader will get it down inside the 26, just to about the 25 and a half. It'll be short of the 1st down by about a half a yard. Cats will obviously go for it. Their first attempt at a 4th down conversion tonight. 4th and less than a yard at the hazard 25 and a half. Got to go to the 25 with the clock rolling at 8:20. Strader back out from the huddle. Play clock down inside 13 seconds. Houston to the right with Jordan. And Strader's going to go up under center. Hazard puts 8 men in the box. Strader will take the snap. He'll go straight ahead, and I'm not sure he got it. I think he did. They tried to undercut him, but I think Strader stretched enough to the 25-yard line to get it. They unpile the thing. Hazard said no, he didn't. The official, we got a bad spot there. It's not going to be enough for the 1st down. It's going to be at the 25 and about a quarter. They're going to bring out the chains, but Strader did not get there. My observation from here is he did not make it. They upended him. They went down for his ankles, and they upended him, and he stretched it out, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And the Tomcats, who did a great job moving it from their own 4-yard line down to the hazard 25, but they got nothing to show for it. And Hazard will take over on downs as they stretch the chains, and it is going to be, I hope I'm wrong, but I'm not. It's half the length of the football. Hazard makes the stop. Tomcat football brought to you in part by Annie Sloan Realtor. The Ashland Credit Union earned money for the Ashland schools with the ACU Tomcat Visa credit card. Ashland Credit Union goes big for the Tomcats. Premier Physical and Occupational Therapy, we get results. Members Choice Credit Union, committed to our community. Dr. Matthew Lewis and Lewis Family Care for all your family's medical needs. We're here for you. And by King's Daughters Medical Center. Excellent care for your family, the right place at the right time. Hazard 1st and 10 at their own 25. 8 minutes to go, still tied at 7. Empty backfield, 3 wideouts left, 2 to the right. Johnson goes in motion. They'll give it to him on the sweep around the left side at the 25. Breaks it across the 30, 35, 40. He may go. Cam Davis has got him from behind and wrestles him down at the midfield, and he falls forward down near the Ashland 45-yard line. They went with Johnson in motion with an empty backfield, and he went on the power sweep and big yardage. That'll be about a 26, nope. That'll be about a 31-yard pickup and a Hazard 1st down, and they've basically flipped the field. Hazard picks up their 11th 1st down, 1st and 10 at the Ashland 44, and the clock moving with 7:40 to go, 7-7. Tomcat defense has got to rise up here. To the left side goes Smith and Johnson, 3 wideouts right, again the empty backfield for Pelfrey. Pelfrey in the empty backfield has got 3 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. The short side, play clock down to 4 seconds, 3. They put him in motion. Here's Pelfrey going to keep it. He'll bounce it outside, and the Cats are all over him right at the line of scrimmage. Good job by Himes, along with Billups for the Cats. Pelfrey got nothing. 2nd and 10. Pelfrey has it, or Hazard has it at the Ashland 44.5. 7 minutes to go in this one, 7-7. Belfry's got the play from the sideline and heads back out. He's got White to the left side, 3 wideouts to the right. And Patrick and Pelfrey and Smith. And now Johnson goes slot left. Pelfrey in an empty backfield. He's going to throw to the sideline, got his man, and hit immediately at the 41-yard line. Good tackle over there by Khalil Vaughn, I think it was. Nope, not Khalil over there. It's going to be Himes over there. Man caught the ball but didn't get much. Take it down to the 40-yard line, 3rd down and 7 on a gain of 3. Third down for Hazard. They're only 2 of 7 in 3rd down conversions. They have it at the Ashland 40. Got to go just inside the 35 to about the 34.5. 6 minutes to go in this one. Ashland 7, Hazard 7. Wide left, Smith. Patrick, Pelfrey, and White come to the right. Here's a give to Johnson, trying to get outside, and Brown's got him in the backfield back at the 50-yard line. Jared Brown with a big hit. Johnson loses big yardage. Good job by Jared Brown getting back at the 46-yard line. That's a loss on the play of about 6. 4th down for Hazard. 4th down and about 12 at the Ashland 46. Clock rolling with 5.5 minutes to play. Tomcat defense got to rise to the challenge right here. We got to make the play. 4th down and 12, Hazard at our 46. 2 wideouts to the left and 2 to the right for Pelfrey in the shotgun with Johnson in the backfield with him. Here's Pelfrey. He'll take the snap. He's going to quick kick it straight up the middle. He'll hit at the 15 of Ashland, go to the 10, to the 5. Will it hit the end zone? It will not. It'll go dead at the 1-yard line. Do you believe that? 45-yard punt. Ay, gee-many Christmas. Ashland will start 1st and 10 as Hazard really backs the Cats up now at our own 1-yard line. Well, we went nearly the length of the field last time and ran out of downs on kind of a bad spot. Can we go 99 yards in 5 minutes and all of our timeouts remaining? Nope, 2 timeouts remaining. Why not? 1st and 10, Ashland. They start at their own 1-yard line. 7-7 is our score. Here at the Holler at Daniel Field in Hazard. Strader brings them out. Play clock down to 10. 3 wideouts left and 1 to the right. Strader about 4 yards deep in the end zone. Play clock at 5. Hazard jumped the gun. They sure did. That'll cost them 5. That gives us a big break. They go into the neutral zone. They thought they were going to get the jump on the Tomcats, and the Cats went with a hard count. That'll move it out to the 6 and give us a little bit more room now, and the clock stopped at 5:02 to go. 1st and 5 for the Cats at their own 6-yard line. Again, 3 wideouts left and 1 to the right. Football at the far hash mark as Strader will take the snap with Jennings to his right. Strader's going to look. He's looking out in the flat. Got Jordan. He's across the 6 up maybe the 8-yard line. Got you very, very short yardage. Couple of yards on the plays. They'll give it off to the 10 and a gain of about 4. That'll bring up 2nd down and 1 for the Cats at their own 10-yard line. 4.5 minutes to play. Strader breaks the huddle. He'll send wideouts to the right and Clutters, Jordan, and Adkins. And to the left side is Houston. And Strader's in the shotgun with Jennings back there. Braxton will get the call. 1st down as he crosses the 13 up near the 14-yard line. Hazard's going to start tackling the football. You can count on that. As Braxton picks up about 4 more. 1st and 10, Ashland. Got it out of the hole up near the 14-yard line. Play is down to 4 minutes to go. We need a big play here. Big run, big pass, big something. Wide right goes Adkins and Clutters. To the near side, Jordan and Houston. Strader in the shotgun. Jennings back there with him. Strader takes the snap, gives to Braxton. Straight up the gut, now bounces outside. Doesn't get much, a yard or 2 up near the 16. 2nd down and long for the Tomcats now. At their own 16-yard line. Play down to 3:45 to go in this one. Ashland 7, Hazard 7. Good football game here in Hazard tonight. Looked like a track meet. Now it's a defensive struggle, and now we're going to do it all over again. We got the illegal procedure against the Tomcats. That'll take it back to the 9, where it'll be 1st and 15. So erase the pickup by Jennings of 2. 1st and 15 for the Cats, back at their 11 now. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. 3 wideouts right, 1 to the left. Give it to Jennings, straight up the gut. He's going to bounce off tacklers, brings it across that 10, up near the 11, maybe the 12. Comes Jennings. And a late hit or a little extracurricular activity coming after the play. Don't know what that's all about. They'll stop the clock with 3:18 to go. And the officials will huddle up near the 10-yard line. Jennings' forward progress is up near the 11 or 12. And we got, what we're going to do. Official goes and gets the football. He's going to put it up at the 11. And then I guess they'll mark off the penalty is going to go against Ashland. It's a personal foul, half the distance of the goal. We'll take it back to the 5. So the down will count. Now it's second down we got to go to about the 24 for the first down. The ball's at about the 5. So we got second and 19. The clock rolling with 3:10 to go. Strader back to the huddle. He's going to keep Houston and Jordan to the near side, and up on top, Clutters and Adkins. Second down and long from our own 5-yard line, backed up again. Strader takes the snap. He's going to run it himself and heads to the far sideline, and he's not going to get much. There's a late hit. If I ever saw one, they didn't even call it, and Strader is down. I'm not sure he's getting up. He's real slow getting up. Bring it up near the 10-yard line. Time called by Hazard. As Strader got about 5 or 6 yards, as Hazard will call their first time out of the half. Third down for the Tomcats. As Strader picked up about 4. Hazard will burn their first time out to make it third down about 14 with just under 3 minutes to go in the football game. Ashland 7, Hazard 7. Here at Daniel Field in Hazard, Kentucky on a beautiful night for football. It's football weather. Well, Tomcats got to come up with a big play. They're 6 of 11 in third down conversions tonight. And they need to come up with a big play right here to pick up that third down and keep the ball moving, move the chains. That's important. And keep the clock moving. So Hazard can't stop the clock and try and go for the end zone. 2:45 to go in this one. All right, we got 3 wideouts to the right. That's Clutters, Jordan, and Adkins. 1 to the left in Houston. Strader in the shotgun on 3rd and 14 at about his own 10-yard line. Strader takes a snap. No rush. Throws it down the middle. Got his man Jordan, and he dropped the football at the 30. Terrell was running before he had it because he had clear sailing. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that happens. Terrell Jordan was running before he had the football because he had clear sailing right down the middle of the field. So the Tomcats will punt it away. Houston will punt it on 4th and 14 at our own 10 with 2:39 to go, and Hazard will get it back. Hopefully Brandon Houston can get a bomb off here. Hazard may come with everything they got, though. You just never know. Play clock down inside 10. Houston takes a snap. Nope, they're not coming. He gets a dandy. Spiral will hit in midfield. Take a Ashland roll and go dead about the 48. So down a long field for Hazard. They'll start at their own 48-yard line. And Hazard will take over. They got, I wouldn't call it a short field, but it's not a long field, not like Ashland had. Hazard will start 1st and 10 at their own 48. Ashland 7, Hazard 7. There are 2 minutes and 28 seconds left to play in regulation. Tomcat defense got to rise to the occasion. I look for them. I look for Hazard to throw that ball right down the middle of the field to Johnson they scored on the second play of the game. He was wide open. We got 3 wideouts left and 1 to the right. Pelfrey in the shotgun formation. He's got Johnson back there with him. Ashland in the 3-man front. Give it on the delay to Johnson, and the Cats have got him. Tay Thomas back at the 40-yard line. Great job by Tay Thomas coming from the outside linebacker position. The sophomore doing a great job back to the 41, a loss of 7. Clock continues to roll. We're down inside 2 minutes to go. It is 2nd down and 17 at the Hazard 41-yard line. To the near side will come White and Pelfrey, Smith, And Davidson to the left. They throw it out in the flat. Got his man Pelfrey. He's across the 45 up near the 48 and out of bounds to stop the clock at 1:47. Pelfrey to Pelfrey. It'll take it up to the 47, the original line of scrimmage, so they got the 7 back they lost on the previous play. Third down for Hazard. They're only 2 of 8 in third down conversions tonight. They have a 3rd and 10 at their 47. Clock stopped with 1:47 to go. Tomcats do have 2 timeouts remaining. We can hold them here. We'll get another shot at it. Wide left goes White, Smith, Patrick to the right. Pelfrey in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking over the middle. He's going long down the middle of the field, knocked away beautifully by Braxton Jennings. Right out of the hands of Pelfrey. What a nice breakup by Braxton Jennings. Knocked it right out of his hands. And it's 4th down for Hazard. Clock has stopped at 1:41. 4th and 10 for Hazard at their 47. They will punt it away. So the Tomcat defense does the job, and Hazard will punt it for the 6th time tonight. Terrell Jordan back to receive it. No better time than now, Mr. Jordan, to make amends for that drop pass you had. Take her all the way home, my friend, with 1:41 to go. Johnson to punt it. Tomcat's not coming. He'll wobble his right. He's going to punt it. Low, end over end, hits at the 30, 25. It'll go dead at about the 24-yard line. So we got a lot of real estate. 76 yards to cover in 90 seconds. Ashland will take over 1st and 10 at about their 24-yard line, 7-7. Ashland's got, according to my records, 2 timeouts remaining and 1:29 to go. Here's the good news. Jake Sexton can kick field goals. I think I think our target line would probably be around the 20, 15-yard line, something like that. So we got to move it 50, 60 yards at least. 76 will win the ball game, I would hope. 3 wideouts right, 1 to the left in Houston. Strader in the shotgun. Braxton Jennings back there with him. Hazard in the 3-man front. They're dropping 8. Here's Strader, steps up. He's going to go long, and, hey, my goodness, there's the flag. Pass interference against Hazard. They just knocked Asher Adkins down. That'll be 15 yards and stop the clock. Pass interference against Hazard. They tackled Asher Adkins. That'll take it from the 24 up to the 39 with 1:22 to go. And the clock stopped, so we still got a chance. Pass interference against Hazard. As they trip up and tackle Asher Adkins. 34. Why did they only give him 10 yards? Huh? Okay. Whatever. 3 wideouts to the right again. Clutters, Jordan, and Adkins. And the near side, Houston. At the 34, Strader takes the snap. Got time. Now he's going to step it up and run. 35 still on his feet. Up near the 40-yard line comes LeBryant Strader. Gain of about 6. Tomcats got to move in a hurry. Strader gets him out quickly. They give it to Jennings up the middle, and he's not going to get much up near the 42-yard line. Brings up 3rd down for the Cats, and clock inside a minute to go, and Ashland will burn a timeout. Tomcats will call their 2nd timeout. They have a 3rd down about 3 as Jennings picked up a couple. And we'll see what transpires here. 3rd down and 3 for the Cats at their own 40, about the 41-yard line. Got to go just shy of the 44. Tomcat football brought to you in part by King's Daughters Medical Center. Excellent care for your family. The right place at the right time. Members Choice Credit Union, committed to our community. Premier physical and occupational therapy. We get results. Annie Sloan Realtor. By Ashland Credit Union. Earn money for the Ashland schools with the ACU Tomcat Visa credit card. Ashland Credit Union goes big for the Tomcats. And by Dr. Matthew Lewis and Lewis Family Care for all your family's medical needs. We're here for you. 3rd down and 3 for the Cats at their 41. With just 53 seconds to go, Hazard has got 2 timeouts remaining. Ashland has 1. Strader's in the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts right and 1 to the left. Jennings in the backfield. Strader's going to look to throw across the middle. It's picked off, and he may go. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and out of bounds right at the 5-yard line. It was picked off by Hazard's number 54 defensive end, Ryan Dean. Picks it off and goes down to near. They're going to spot it back at the 7 with 43 seconds to go. Hazard has it 1st and goal at the Ashland 7. Strader throws the pick, and Dean returns it down to the 7-yard line. Oh, what a heartbreaker. Threw it right in his hands. He was looking out in the flat to get it to one of his men out in the flat, the 3 wideouts right, and Dean just was there and picked it off. He did a beautiful job. Give the kid credit. 1st and goal for Hazard at the Ashland 7. Tomcat defense got to really rise to the challenge. They got to get off the mat right here. 1st and goal, Hazard at the Ashland 7. The 7-7 game. 43 seconds to go. Pelfrey brings them out in a hurry, and time called by Hazard. They got to burn a timeout here for no reason at all. They might miss that timeout. They got to call a timeout with less than a minute to go, and Ashland and Hazard are knotted at 7. Hazard has it 1st and goal at the Tomcat 7-yard line. I'll catch up on some scores here very quickly. Lawrence County is beating East Carter 35-14. Let's see here. What do we got there? I don't know who that is. Hi, Terry. Boyd County leads Harrison County 35-21 in the 4th. Raceland pounding Greenup. It's over 48-28. Raceland wins that one by 20. Dunbar beats Russell 21-14. And that's about all I've got for you, I think, sports fans. First and goal, Hazard at the Ashland 7 after the interception by Hazard's linebacker, Dean. Took it right out of the air. Pass was out in the flat, and Dean just picked it and went. Picked it about the 30-35 and went down to the 7. All right. They go up under center, goes Pelfrey. He's going to the power I formation. Pelfrey's going to lob it into the end zone to Smith, and he's got it for the touchdown. Great catch by Smith. Went right over the head of Jennings, and Hazard leads it 13-7 with 37 seconds to go. What a great pass. Smith gets his first touchdown of the night. 7-yard pass from Pelfrey. And it is 13-7. Tomcats do have 1 timeout remaining, and they'll get the ball with 37 seconds to go. Well, we got to wait for a big play. We got to have a big kickoff return. We got to have a big play of some sort. Rouse to try the extra point. It's up, and it's pretty. 37 seconds to go. It's Hazard 14, Ashland 7 here on B97.
Discover Ozempic semaglutide injection 0.5 milligrams and why millions have been prescribed it. Click the on-screen banner for the medication guide. Visit Ozempic.com or call 1-833-OZEMPIC to learn more about Ozempic. Ask your healthcare provider about Ozempic today.
Play 7 yards after the interception. Here's the onside kick. It's going to bounce around and go out of bounds. So Ashland will get it 1st and 10 at their 35. They're 65 yards away from pay dirt. The bad news is we only got 37 seconds and 1 timeout. We need a big play. They weren't going to kick it to Clutters or Jennings because they can make the big play. The interception by Dean is a straighter pass. Well, they're going to put it at the 38-yard line. Got a break there. 62 yards away from pay dirt. Strader will hustle them out. To the right side, Adkins and Jordan and Clutters, and Houston comes to the left, and Jennings is in the backfield. And Hazard's in their prevent defense. They've got a man stationed back at the Ashland 35, and now Hazard will burn their final timeout. One of their defensive backs who was supposed to be back here playing prevent defense decided to get back up on the line of scrimmage, so they'll call a quick timeout. And that will be their last one. Tomcat football brought to you in part by Ashland Credit Union. Earn money for the Ashland Tomcats with the ACU Tomcat Visa credit card. Ashland Credit Union goes big for the Cats. Premier Physical and Occupational Therapy. We get results. By Dr. Matthew Lewis and Lewis Family Care for all your family's medical needs. We're here for you. Annie Sloan Realtor. By King's Daughters Medical Center. Excellent care for your family. The right place at the right time. And by Members Choice Credit Union. Committed to our community. All right, Hazard's out of timeouts. Ashland's got one, but we're 62 yards away from tying the game. Strader's got an empty backfield. We got 2 wideouts to the left and 3 to the right. Empty backfield. Here's Strader. He's got all day. He steps up. He's going to throw it across the middle, and it's incomplete to Jordan at the 50-yard line. Stops the clock with 31 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 Ashland at their own 38-yard line. The interception by Dean returned to the Tomcats 7, and then they floated one to the end zone to Smith, who's a big young man. He stands about 6'4", and he's just too tall for Braxton Jennings. It'll be Adkins and Jordan and Clutters to the right, and to the near side, Houston. Jennings is going to stay in the backfield with Strader in the shotgun formation. Again, the prevent defense by Hazard. Strader steps up. He's thrown into Jennings. Needs a block. Not going to get it. Across the 40, 45, and out of bounds up near midfield. Got a first down. Good gain, but the clock ticks down to 22 seconds to go. Ashland's 16th first down of the night. That's not important. We got 1st and 10 at the 50 with 22 seconds to go. Maybe time for 3, maybe 4 plays with our 1 timeout remaining. Maybe. Houston to the left. Again, it's Clutters, Jordan, and Adkins to the right. And now Jennings will come slot left. Empty backfield for Strader. 1st and 10 at the 50. Strader takes it. He's looking, steps up in the pocket, going over here to the sideline. Got his man. It's Jennings, 35-30, and out of bounds at the Hazard 29. Good job by Braxton Jennings. 15 seconds to go. Gain of 21, another Tomcat first down. 1st and 10 at the 29 of Hazard with 15 seconds to go. Yeah, we got time for 3 plays, maybe. Strader over to the sideline, gets a play call from upstairs and heads out. Football at the near hash mark. Adkins to the right with Clutters and Jordan. To the near side, Houston and Jennings. Empty backfield for Strader in the shotgun at the 29 of Hazard. Here's Strader, steps up again. Loftus in the end zone, and that one's going to be way overthrown, incomplete. Stops the clock with 8 seconds to go. Last play of the game, I think, is coming up right here. I don't think we'll get another playoff because we're on the road and we're not going to get the championship timer from last week. That if I got a minute to live, I'm going to hire that guy because that was the longest minute of any football game I ever saw in my life. All right, 2nd and 10 at the 29 of Hazard with 8 seconds to go. Hazard leads at 14-7. To the right goes Adkins and Jordan and Clutters, into the near side, Houston and Jennings. Empty backfield for Strader. Last play of the game coming up. We're trying to get into the end zone. Strader's going to let her fly over to the sideline. Adkins at the 20 and out of bounds at the 18 with 2 seconds to go. We got one more chance. Asher with a nice grab and go. From the 29, they'll take it down to the 17-yard line. As a gain of 12 more, and the Tomcats will burn their final timeout. 1 play, 2 seconds to go. Ashland has it 1st and 10 at the Hazard 17. Believe it or not, this is the first time we're into the red zone all night long. Hazard's been there twice and scored once. And the last time was maybe the game winner. We hope not. 2 seconds to play. Last play coming up. Strader and the Tomcats are huddling over on the far sideline with offense and defense, and more offense and defense, trying to draw something up. Steve Dowdy's upstairs trying to relay what he thinks might work, might not work. And we may have something crazy up our sleeve. We need a Bill Tom Ross play right here, don't we? Oh, I'm talking to Hobie. Hobie's sitting here beside me. We need a Bill Tom Ross play of some sort. Bill Tom, if you're listening, and I know you probably are, give us a little heads up here, will you? All right, here we go. Empty backfield, 3 wideouts to the right, the short side, 2 to the left. Hazard leads at 14-7, ball to 17. Ashland trying to stick it in the end zone. Strader steps up. He looks into the end zone to Jordan. No, he caught it at the 2, and that'll end it. It looked like he was going to get to the end zone, but he didn't. He got right down to the 2-yard line, was Terrell Jordan, and that ain't enough. A gain of 17, but not enough for the win. And Hazard will hang on for the 14-7 win over the Tomcats. Hazard improves to 4-1. The Tomcats fall to 2 wins and 4 losses. We finally get to go home. That's the good news. 3 of our last 4 are at home, starting next Saturday against E-Town, Saturday afternoon at 5. Hazard wins it, 14-7. We'll be back in just a few minutes here on B97.
Discover Ozempic semaglutide injection 0.5 milligrams.
Drove it right down the field. They had 62 yards to go on their final drive, and they got it right down to about the 1.5. Terrell Jordan was standing right at the goal line, had to come back to get the football, and they hit him immediately and dropped him, and that was it. Hazard wins it 14-7. The number 1 team in Class A now goes to 4-1. The Tomcats dropped to 2-4 on the season. Scoring, it started out fast and looked like another track meet, but then turned into a defensive struggle. Hazard was first on the board less than a minute in with 11:08 to go. Johnson gets the strike from Pelfrey, 62-yard strike down the middle. A 2-play, 65-yard drive. Rouse made it 7-0 Hazard. The Tomcats come right back on their first series, and they march it right down the field, 63 yards in 7 plays. Terrell Jordan takes the 38-yard pass from Strader, and Sexton boots the extra point with 7:44 to go in the first quarter with 7-7, and that's the way we stayed until the fourth quarter. A scoreless second, a scoreless third, until Dean picked off a Strader pass at about the 30-35, returns it down to the Tomcats 7. They had it first and goal from the 7, and Pelfrey lofts one into the end zone, a little floater that Smith goes up and gets. Rouse booted the extra point, and with just 37 seconds to go, Hazard led it 14-7. The Tomcats took the kickoff. It went out of bounds. They had it first and 10 to 38. Had a great drive, moved it right down the field, and just came up about a yard and a half short, as Terrell Jordan couldn't quite push it into the end zone. He made a great catch. Strader made a great throw, but it wasn't enough. I guess, just wasn't enough. But, things will even out. I know we're 2-4, but this football team's getting better, and we got 4 games left. And quite honestly, 3 of the 4 are at home, and quite honestly, we won't face quite the competition that we've been facing. Okay? That's given the honest answer. You're not going to play a Raceland and a Wheelersburg and a George Washington and a Hazard and a Boyd County and a West Jessamine. You're just not. The next 4 opponents are E-Town, East Carter, Russell, and Greenup. So the next 4 are not as hard as the first 6, but the Cats still got to play some football. They got to get better, and they are getting better. We've been patient, and now it's time to turn it up and move on. 14-7, Hazard wins it over Ashland. Coach Tackett will join me momentarily. Stay with us here on B97.
Discover Ozempic semaglutide injection 0.5 milligrams and why millions have been prescribed it. Click the on-screen banner for the medication guide. Visit Ozempic.com or call 1-833-OZEMPIC to learn more about Ozempic. Ask your healthcare provider about Ozempic today.
Progressive presents Married to Your Home.
I'm disgusting.
Oh, House, don't say that.
You could live someplace so much better than me.
That's not true.
Oh, yeah? Look at these uneven stairs. Gross.
House, you know I don't care.
And the squeaky door hinge.
Well, I think it's cute.
No matter how much you already love your house, you'll love it more knowing you could save big bundling your home and auto with Progressive. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Politician Sherry Beasley admits that Washington has made things worse.
I know how Washington has failed families here in North Carolina.
But it's Sherry Beasley who's failed us by backing Washington's liberal schemes. Beasley supported Biden's tax hikes on almost every income group, even families making less than $10,000. Beasley backed higher taxes that'll make middle-class families pay more. Beasley's also cashing in from Washington's special interests, claiming she wouldn't take corporate PAC money, while raking in over $1 million from PACs, lawyers, and lobbyists. Sherry Beasley is bankrolled by Washington insiders because they know she backs Washington's liberal taxing and spending, costing working families when they can least afford it. We have to stop phony, greedy politician Sherry Beasley. Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
My mental health was better, but my mental health medication led to uncontrollable movements called tardive dyskinesia, or TD. It felt like these movements were in the spotlight. When I learned they were unlikely to improve without treatment, I talked to my doctor.
Ingrezza valbenazine capsules is a prescription medicine for adults with TD in the face and body. It's the only TD treatment that's one pill, once daily. Don't take Ingrezza if you're allergic to any of its ingredients.
And it's a relief knowing I can treat my TD while still treating my mental health. My doctor also said that in an Ingrezza clinical study in TD, psychiatric conditions remain stable.
Ingrezza may cause serious side effects, including sleepiness. Don't drive, operate heavy machinery, or do other dangerous activities until you know how Ingrezza affects you. Other serious side effects include potential heart rhythm problems and abnormal movements.
Now that treatment has reduced my TD movements, it's nice people focus more on me.
Learn more at Ingrezza.com. That's INGREZZA.com. Ask your doctor about the #1 most prescribed treatment proven for TD, Ingrezza.
In Mulholland Windows, Doors, and Siding.
The podcast In Trust tells the story of a system that stripped oil and land wealth from the Osage Nation, dollar by dollar, acre by acre, over the course of a century, and how the Osage Nation is working to get it back.
I don't get it. I don't understand why the management of these resources is kept a secret from the beneficiaries.
Listen to In Trust on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The job market is competitive right now, so you need to be competitive to attract top talent. If you're trying to fill open positions at your business, iHeartMedia is here to help. Use radio and digital targeting to find fresh, passive candidates currently in the workforce. These candidates are listening right now, looking for new opportunities. Together, we can let the community know you're hiring. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Research shows listeners prefer a personalized experience. So to help you remember, Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance. We personalized this ad for Amber, who really misses boy bands from the 90s.
Hey girl, I'm the cute one, here to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I'm the heartthrob. The only thing I love more than you is saving. And I'm the other boy in the band everyone forgot about.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hurry into the Energy Savings Event at Lowe's. Save energy and save money on select major appliances, including Whirlpool energy-efficient appliances. You can also use less water with WaterSense bathroom faucets, starting at just $19.98. Plus, find other great energy-saving items throughout the store and check your eligibility for rebates in your area to save even more. Don't miss the Energy Savings Event at Lowe's. Selection varies by location. Exclusions apply. Visit Lowe's.com for details. Valid through 9/28.
Other banks go out of their way to make redeeming credit card rewards needlessly complicated, like how they require minimums or force you to use your rewards before reaching some arbitrary expiration date. But Discover isn't like that. With Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount, at any time. so you'll never have to jump through hoops. Unless you're like a trapezist, then by all means, go right ahead. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Are you tired of being tracked online? There's a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Your home for the Ashland Tomcats, B97.
Back here at Daniel Field at Hazard High School in Hazard on a beautiful night for football, but it wasn't a great night for us as Hazard wins at 14-7. Chad Tackett's up here in the booth with me. Well, not in the booth. We're in the stands. But, Coach, that's a tough one. Started out like a race, like last week, up and down the field, and then defenses took over.
Yeah, it was a good defensive game by both teams. Super proud of our guys after last week's performance. Our guys really came through and stepped up, and man, they played hard. And can't say enough good things about them. Offensively, I thought we did a really good job running up and down the field on them in the first quarter or first half, and they just didn't get in the end zone. And then second half, I don't know if they made I couldn't tell if they made adjustments or we just didn't come off the ball quite as well as we did the first half. And I think our inability to run the ball like we did in the first half, hurt us a little bit. And of course, we continued to play good defense in the second half and had a chance to win it. And, just had that costly turnover there with a minute, half to go.
Yeah.
So.
It was a tough one, and I agree with you. Hazard is very explosive offensively. They average 41 points a game, nearly 400 yards in total offense. Tonight you hold them to, under 314 points, and 7 of them were just defense. So defense is coming around. The offense, not like last week.
Yeah.
If we can get both things playing at the same time, we're okay.
That was the message for the kids pregame. Was to, put our O&D together for 48 minutes at the same time, and both units play their tails off, and that was my pregame speech to them. And then, I felt like we were doing that. And then the second half, we just I don't know if we just lost focus or what, but we just didn't have quite that pop off the ball. And, I thought, it forced us to throw the ball more than what probably we wanted to. At halftime, we talked about, running the ball because we felt like we could establish a run, and they were having a hard time with it. So, hats off to them. They kept us from running the ball as well as we did and kind of changed what we wanted to do. But still at that, we still had a chance to win it. And, at some point, these games are going to go in our favor. I don't know when that's going to be, but
it's going to turn around.
It's been frustrating. It's been a frustrating year. With the injuries, and I apologize to all of Tomcat Nation. It's been frustrating.
Let's talk about that, and we get everything together and so forth. We move the ball. We started one time back at our 1 or our 4 or something. We move it down the field, run out, give it up on downs.
Yeah.
Last drive, we take it to the 1 basically, and Terrell was standing at the goal line, but he had to come back that half a step or so.
Yeah.
Catch the football and couldn't quite punch it in there.
Yeah, it just proves that we, when we dial in, we can move the ball up and down the field on people, and we've done it all year, against different people, against good people, and the Hazard's a good football team, and they're number 1 in RPI in the Class A, but we shouldn't be losing these games. These are games we have to win, and like I said, I told the boys after the game, I'm proud of them. I didn't want them to hang their head. At some point, these games are going to start going in our favor. And
things will turn around.
I told them the 3 most important games are still left on our schedule, and that's East Carter and Russell and Greenup, and those games determine our playoff berth. And but it's just frustrating. The kids are frustrated. They want to win. We had that great feeling last week after the game, and then tonight to be so close and then have it ripped from us there at the end. It's just tough. It's tough to swallow for the kids because they work so hard, and we had such a great week of practice, and it's just really frustrating. But we'll keep working. I've I've coached in these types of situations before, and you know, the kids, you know, they're in the foxhole with us, and we're going to keep fighting and keep working, and that's all you can ask for.
The play that Strader threw the interception, it was a well-called play, and it was open there, but that kid he read it nice. You got to give that kid credit. I mean, he read the play nicely and returned it down to the 7.
Yeah, he made a good play on it. We just, you know, probably should have thrown the ball a little bit faster there, but you know, again, you go back, you know, you're pressed into a situation where you got to throw the ball, and you know, I think had we been able to mix up the run and pass a little bit better the second half, been able to run the ball a little bit more successfully, we probably wouldn't have been in that situation to begin with. So, but you know, again, that's just a good play on their part, and you know, kids are going to keep working hard, and we're going to keep working hard, and see what happens.
How do you, and I guess now it comes down to we got to keep our heads up, and I know you told the kids and after the game and throughout this stretch of 6 games where we're 2-4, but how do you keep them? You got to keep their heads up, and things aren't any easier. I mean, next week you got an E-Town team that's coming in that's loaded, and they're very, very good, and but you got to keep their heads up and keep them confident in themselves and feeling good about themselves. We're so close to being 5-1 instead of 2-4.
Right. Yeah, and it's I think that's the most frustrating part of it. Just like we can't get over the hump, but you know, I think it's the old cliche. You just got to keep knocking on that door, and eventually you keep pounding on it. It's going to open. Yeah. And you know, I feel, you know, honestly feel like that's going to happen with this football team. You know, we just keep punching and keep knocking that door, and eventually it's going to cave in. And when it does, it's going to be a fun ride, and it's going to be a ride for a couple years.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I really believe we got really good young kids coming up in the program. You know, 7th and 8th graders. Once we turn this corner, it's going to be a fun ride. We just got to keep busting it, and I want these seniors to have a great year. And you know, that's the most frustrating part. You know, I know they're upset and aggravated, but you know, and that's why you keep explaining to them. You know, you still got your 3 most important games in front of you, and you know, you can go to. You know, I look back to Belfry last year. They started the year out 0-5 and won a state championship.
Exactly.
You know, and many teams have done that.
Yeah.
You know, I think back to Paul Lawrence Dunbar just two years ago. They started out 0-5 or something like that, and they finished 9-6. You know, they went all the way into the semis, so or state semis. But anyway, it's just, you know, you just kind of keep working and keep punching, and you know, as long as the kids stay confident and keep working hard, that's all you can ask.
I'm glad you say those things because our 3 most important games are still ahead of us. Of course, we got E-Town next Saturday, and that's a game. You know, we get home. That's a good thing. We've had 2 long road trips.
Yeah.
And we're 1-1 on those road trips, and that's not bad. I know we probably should have been 2-0, but nevertheless, you get home next week. You got an E-Town team that's very good, but a team that we can win. And then the next 3 of the district games, and the kids got feeling good about themselves. And you're right about. We're knocking at the door. We just got to bust it down.
Yeah, and it just keeps, you know, like I said, I don't know what else to do different, you know, in practice. I feel like we're having good practices. The kids are working hard. You know, they're structured. You know, our practice structure hasn't changed over the years, and it's just, you know, it's just a matter of making plays on Friday night, and you know, and on both sides of the ball. You know, last week it was the defense, and this week, you know, we struggled on offense, and it just. At some point, it's going to happen. You know, I just hope it's sooner than later because, you know, I don't like losing. I hate losing, and you know, I love this program. I have so much respect for this program that this program deserves better than this, and that's the thing that frustrates me the most. That we've got to win, and we've got to win for Tomcat Nation, and that's the most frustrating part about it.
I would agree with you wholeheartedly. Well, I know you want to get on the road and get the kids back. Next Saturday afternoon, 5 o'clock, should be a nice welcome home. We hope the Tomcat fans. We've talked about being patient. You and I have talked about it, you know, for the first 2 or 3 weeks, and then, you know, we kind of said, okay, we're not young and inexperienced anymore.
Right. Yeah,
we played football, and now we're ready to go, and we're just right there at the doorstep.
Yeah, we you know, like I said, that was a big win last week for us, and then, you know, tonight we should have won this football game tonight, and you know, but I am proud of the way our kids traveled. We've had back-to-back road games of over almost 2.5-hour trips. And, we've showed up and played, and
right.
I think that we handled that well. I think we've handled these 2 long road trips well, so I'm proud of them for that.
Well, Tomcat fans, be patient. The door's coming down, and when it does, you better watch out because this Tomcat team can explode on you.
Yeah. I hope so.
I think so. Chad Tackett, thanks, and we'll see you next Saturday, my friend.
Have a safe trip.
You too, buddy. Chad Tackett, Tomcat head football coach, as the Cats fall to a tough Hazard club tonight, 14-7. That'll do it. From here, Scott Hessen, thanks for spinning the dials back at the station, and for Coach Tackett, and this is Dickie Martin, and Obie's here with me, and we're going to head back to Ashland, and Tomcat fans, get out next Saturday afternoon, 5 o'clock kickoff for Ashland and Elizabethtown. We met 2 years ago in the state championship, and we just thumped their butts. And then last year we fell down by 3 touchdowns and came back and won by a touchdown. So we need to keep that string going against the Elizabethtown Panthers next Saturday. And then we get into district play where the records are thrown out the window and we get busy and get ready to play a little football. That'll do it from Daniel Field here at Hazard High School in Hazard, Kentucky. Beautiful night for football. Thanks for all the hospitality from the Hazard people. They took real good care of us here tonight. Final score is Hazard 14 and Ashland 7. We'll see you next Saturday afternoon here on B97.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats, WBVB, Cold Grove, Huntington, Ashland, an iHeart radio station, B97.